to be important for you to create a training routine. So I'm going to teach you how. And we got some really cute clips of the dogs that we don't know what to do with, so I'm just going to put those in here whenever it gets too boring. So prepare yourself for that. Nope. Oh. Speaking of, Rimmel! He's got They're aggressive! Help! Buddy! So nice. I know what some of you are going to comment, so before you do, I know you shouldn't put your dog on a routine. I'm going to cap this. Because then when you can't meet that routine, the dog's going to get very upset. So whether that means you're out of town, you're sick, whatever, if the dog is used to doing something at the same time every day, it can be upsetting for them when you stop. So instead of that, we're creating a rough routine. So I'm going to write times, but what it actually means is around that time. Because reality is, unless you're like us and you make your own hours, which we do, then you might be stuck in your 9-to-5 job, in which case you have to do something in the morning and you have to do something when you get home. Sorry, that's reality. But as far as you can avoid routine, that's what you want to do. With that said, I'm going to write time that you wake up. I'll say 7:30. I know some of you are like, 7:30, and some of you are like, yeah, I'm up at 6. So we're doing 7:30. Settle down. This is a rough idea. So 7:30, you wake up. First thing you gotta do, probably take the dog outside to go potty. So if you're in an apartment, that might mean taking them on a walk. If you're in a house with a yard, just let them outside. I don't care what you do, let them out. Then it's time to feed them their breakfast. This is what you want to take advantage of. So when it's time for their breakfast, we'll put it, boom, breakfast. This is when you can begin training your dog. So if you're at a point in your life where you have no time, get up, 15 minutes earlier, literally 15 minutes, 10 even, is all you'll need extra time. And you can use their breakfast to train. We'll just, help! The marker's rebelling. Okay, whatever. You go to work. Maybe in the middle of the day you have a dog walker come, or maybe you stop by in the middle of the day. I don't know what's going on, so I'm not going to put anything for the middle of the day. You'll have to figure that out for yourself. But when you get home, that's when you need to take your dog out again, let him out to go potty. I recommend using this opportunity to go for a walk. So let's say 5:30 maybe. Wow, a lot of time has gone by. That's like, 10 hours? I can't do fast math, but let's say that's 10 hours later. It's time for your walk. Now, here's the deal with the walk. If your dog can't walk on a leash nicely, you shouldn't take him on a walk. Whoa, back up! What do you mean I can't take him on a walk? Teach them how to walk inside. And if you're in an apartment and you're like, I literally have to walk them so they'll go potty, take them out to the same tree every day so that you're not walking around teaching them to pull until they go potty. Reward them with a treat. Maybe take a quick lap or something so that they don't take into account, like, every time I go potty, I go right back inside. Whatever, that's a different video. Bring them back in and work on loose leash walking inside or just outside in the same area till they get the skills down. So when I say walk, I'm assuming your dog knows how to walk nicely-ish on a leash. Or you're teaching them how to walk nicely on a leash. I don't know what stage you're on. But you want to exercise your dog. So this can also be...
Hold on. I want to ask the viewers, is this distracting?
Yeah.
Is this a bit distracting for you guys?
Because for me, if I was watching a video, I'd be like, oh good, something to watch besides that girl talking. But maybe you guys are like, can you
put
the
dogs
dogs somewhere
Put the dogs somewhere? Anyway, this is what we do with dogs when they're being distracting. Right, Betsy? Sit. Oh, down.
Oh, River's downing.
River's like, I will down right here in the way.
Right here in the way.
You want to lay down? I was like, I guess. I guess I will. There we go.
And we don't have any snacks right now.
He's like, I'm free.
I'm free.
Ready?
So we'll just reset them. Betsy,
sit.
Back up.
Down.
And anytime they get up, we're just going to reset. Because
this is going to be challenging for River because he's really close to Betsy and he loves to play with her.
He loves to play with Betsy. He loves it so much. So walk can also mean frisbee.
I saw that.
No.
It would be trouble for him. Oh, if he's getting pets, he'll be fine.
So it really just means exercise. So this could also be frisbee or whatever fetch in the house. Wow, this is really difficult. So, exercise. So it can be any form of exercise to get out your dog's energy. It's been home alone all day. This is a good time to do that, get some of that out. And then this can also be, let's say, time goes by, so we'll put a clock. Time goes by, and then it's 7. Why am I writing like this? 7. So then it's time for, that's kind of a late dinner. We should have written down I don't like to plan things ahead of time is the thing, except my training routine. But I probably could have written down better times. But let's say this is dinner. That's another opportunity to train. So this can literally be, my favorite thing is settle training. If you can see, this is an important skill to have. These two know it.
Perfect timing too, River.
Yeah. Perfect, buddy. Buddy.
Be sweet.
So these two know about settling, so they're going to stay in position. He doesn't yet. He's the baby. He's a baby. So he's still learning. So with the dinner, you can literally watch TV or YouTube or whatever people are watching these days and just have your dog laying in a bed next to you and rewarding them with their dinner for settling. Like, literally, settle training is very important, that your dog knows how to unwind. Or it can be trick training. So with her, we're muzzle training, so that's part of it. And while she's got her muzzle on, I'm having her do different behaviors so she can get out some physical energy and some mental energy. And for Revel, he's a service dog, so he's more likely to be doing, like, heel training or, close or whatever it is that he does.
Which we do on our daily walks.
Yeah, those are on his daily walks. He gets, like, 2 or 3 a day, so he's kind of spoiled. But this can be any sort of training, so we're going to put dinner training. So that's kind of the end of the day. So obviously this is random times. I just wrote times on the day, but what I mean that you need to map out is you need to know when the dog is going to have breakfast, because that's your first training opportunity. Doesn't have to take forever. It can be a 5-minute training session, or it can be a full walk. You just need to figure out what you're doing with their breakfast. Then you have work. You know when you work. You might work at night, so just adjust the time. Then late to the middle of the day, you need your exercise. Time for yourself, because not everything can be about your dog, unless you're us, but you probably need some downtime. And then figure out when their dinner is, and that can be another training opportunity. Now, I've talked to people, they had this puppy, high energy, like field line chocolate lab, beautiful. And throughout the day, they worked at home. So they were giving it puzzle toys and walks and trick training and Kongs and it was a lot of food. Okay, so you can overtrain your dog, and what I had them do is they started training with toys. So with certain dogs, then you can overfeed by overtraining, so you might need to use play, but then you can overwork them. That's why I talked about settle training, teaching your dog to relax, because some dogs have all that energy they need to get out, and you can't just expect them to do nothing all day and learn to just settle like that, but include settle training if your dog literally needs to work all day. But yeah, just figure out what works. Breakfast, work, exercise, time, dinner. Or sprinkle in some training throughout the day if you really like to do that, which we do. And that's kind of all there is to a training routine. It's just working around your schedule, writing stuff down, and not sticking exactly to it. So when I say 7 o'clock dinner, you might do 6 o'clock some nights, 7:30 other nights, and you just work around that time. But you're writing down this time so that you know I need to commit to working within that hour or within those 2 hours. That way you don't just keep pushing stuff off, you're committed. And that's why you're scheduling, not because you need to put your dog in a routine. So have fun training and have fun looking at these donkeys. Hi, Barley. Hi, Barley, love me. Love me.
He's like, where's my food?
Where's my food?
Come here, Boaz.
Boaz, you want to get some love?
He's like, no, I'm gonna get kicked.
Nah, man.
No.
I'm not about that life.
Wait, Rebel, hop up.
Come on up, bud. Come on. Come on. Oh, you little friend. Yes, we Oh. Friends. Friends. Why can't we be friends?